Hello?
Yes, I'm going to mute everybody. Give me 1 second.
How's it sound? All right, Mike?
You sound great, Bobby.
Okay.
And we're live.
What's happening, everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
No,
Oh my
are
God.
you on the cyclone roller coaster?
No, go ahead. Don't mind me. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Noam.
No, it looks like you're going full blown beard now.
Go ahead. Introduce the show, Robert.
I'm just waiting for, I don't know if you're riding a roller coaster or riding a guy.
And backwards. Reverse
And
cowgirl
backwards.
like that.
There you go. Do that. That looks better. The other way, it looks like you were having sex.
There you go.
What's happening, everybody? Estee, what's going on? Daniel, Harrison,
How you doing, sir?
Liza,
Yes.
how are you?
I really was waiting for that personal attention.
Your hair looks beautiful.
Oh, so great. What am I going to do?
What are you gonna do? You gonna
don't know.
Derrick? Your hair looks beautiful too. I seen you wave. Noam, is that your real? That looks like your basement right there. Is that real or is that Eddie Van Halen's?
That's I took that off the internet. It looks perfect, right? That's a perfect green screen background.
That's
is
what
dope.
you should have. Yes.
Very fitting. Very fitting.
Did you
What's
see that?
happening, everybody? I haven't seen you guys. I haven't seen any of you guys in a while. Estee, I saw last night. Oh no, Saturday night.
I just saw Liza in the Pete Davidson movie. She was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I
awesome.
haven't seen it yet. I'm glad I'm not cut out.
I wasn't allowed
June
to tell
12th.
you.
June 12th is going to be a beast. Yeah. It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
How come you don't get a screener?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was going to see it at South by Southwest, but I'll just wait, watch it when it comes out.
Treyger, I can get you one. They gave me a screener, so I could probably
That
see
always
if I can share it with you.
sucks. That
How
sucks
many
when
lines do you have
somebody
to
does
have
that.
before you get a screener? That feels
4.
arbitrary.
I don't know. And then I got invited to a screening, and then I was about to leave the house, and they're like, "Oh, they forgot to tell you the right time, and you missed it." And so I don't know when I'll see it.
I just spilled a whole. This thing was.
That's
full,
gotta be disappointing.
I'm sorry. This thing was full with iced coffee. At 8:29, I spilled it all over my desk. So there you go.
Why don't you ask your son to get it for you? Get it? Can someone make you another one?
I don't deserve another one. I spilled. Let me tell you something. I have a thing. Spills give me anxiety. I spilled something last week. I was like, we should just sell the house because I'm not cleaning this up. I'm not either honey, you're cleaning it or I'm selling the house as is. I'm not fucking cleaning this mess.
Robert, that's a good indication that you are doing okay. Selling the
Really?
house for a spill, hey, you've
Well,
got to be doing okay.
I'd lose a lot of money, Estee.
I feel like my room is so sparsely compared to you guys.
We've noticed.
You're a
Yeah,
minimalist.
yeah, minimalist.
Yeah, are you planning on making an escape? What is happening?
I'm very particular with what I put up.
Are you waiting for Liam Neeson to come get you?
Yeah,
Are you in Brooklyn?
yeah, in Bushwick.
I miss Bushwick. That's where I live.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Bushwick, right off the J train. But I'm in Jersey now, laying low from all this COVID horse shit. So yeah, I'm jealous, but I'm not because there's nothing to do out there either. So I'm gonna just sit on my ass out here. At least I got a lawn.
It looks, guys, like the opening is here. It's not all out, but it just seems very, very promising.
Oh,
Yeah, I
What do you
agree.
mean?
Watching news.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Estee?
Well, the over the weekend, the beaches and then the restaurants, it's still a pickup, but people just going into bars now, it looks like it's moving really fast.
Yeah, I think all the openings are gonna make a lot of people really sick, and then they're gonna feel really stupid.
Well, I don't know, but it just actually, I'm surprised, as I'm watching how fast they go from step 1 to step 2, step 3, step 4 is all out open.
We
So-
haven't even started step 1 yet in New York.
Although I did see a YouTube video where
No, we are at 1. I mean,
No, we're
what's
not.
his name? Cuomo was announcing today.
No, we're not at 1 yet.
What is step 1 even?
But New Jersey is, and you know, New Jersey, it's gonna go like hand in hand. It's gonna, I think, move faster than we
I'm with Liza.
anticipate. Huh?
Step
I
step
think Liza's
one.
right. Everybody's gonna get
No.
sick again. Huh?
Noam is going to be in front of the grizzly pair trying to get people from them to come over to the cellar. Me and Noam. First of all, the beard, Noam, I like it. You're
Yeah.
very manly.
Yeah.
Very manly.
Robert, I've always been more manly than anybody realized, and I've always tried to keep it a little bit on the DL.
Right.
I'm
As you
manly as
should.
hell.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you're scaring me with how manly you are.
Yeah. I'm
yeah, you have more
What?
hair on your face than any part of Robert Kelly's head.
Oh,
Boom.
Boom. There he goes. Harrison
okay,
got one
because
in.
we just needed an invitation to start the Harrison's gay joke. So now you have it, Robert. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, the invitation wasn't the purple background that I have. Does it need to be a rainbow for you to have an opening?
Are those one of the like
And that
15
part.
colors?
You should have known, Harrison. When you put this light
My
out,
girlfriend is in that bedroom. She is very real, but she's never
Tell
coming
him-
out.
Tell him to come out right now. You tell him to get out here. I want to see him.
Proof. I want proof.
This is
I
my
want
best friend.
Tony to come out right now.
Has different.
Right, either she comes out or I do. I think those are the only options.
Woo!
That's
Look at Daniel's doesn't. He has no idea what we're talking about. He's just.
No,
of course
I'm
he
just
does.
laughing.
Don't
so-
let Daniel fool you.
Yeah.
You,
So you want
Very
another
quiet, and he observes everything.
yeah, like
want to know the
like
four
Laka.
phases? 4 phases, just for the records. Phase 1 is manufacturing, construction, curbside pickup, etc., whatever that means. Phase 2 is professional services, retail, real estate. Phase 3 is restaurants, and I don't even know if we count as a restaurant.
No, they are moving so fast. The retail store Nostrum has a pickup already. You can order your stuff. You can go to the store and pick it up.
It just doesn't mean it. It
Awesome.
doesn't mean that the virus is gone. That's the thing. Everyone could say
No,
everything
it
is
does
open and
not.
go
But
on
then
the
I
beach.
think that the pressure is so great to get moving that they are relaxing a little bit the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You also
I
gotta
would-
wonder, what is it worth? Like, if you're gonna get coronavirus and die from it, what is worth it? Is it worth that for TJ Maxx? Like, I think if you're gonna do it, you got to do something.
that was good. That was
Like,
Not full
Red
price.
Lobster, you're like, that's what you're taking the risk for? Is a Red Lobster?
Yeah, but listen, there's a lot of people fighting now, and putting a lot of pressure on the officials to just get going. I actually, it's surprising how strong it is. It's like a wave. We've got to get going. We've got to make a living. We're gonna go to work whether you want or not. You want to throw me to jail? Throw me to jail. And I think that they are, giving in a little bit, the governors.
Well, so far they haven't. But I looked in Amazon today. You can get I can get a plastic face shield for like
Okay.
$2 a pop. And I was thinking I could give every customer a face shield when they come in.
Ooh, I like that.
Um,
You should get it with the comedy cellar on it. Sell it for like a couple bucks as merch.
is that all you do?
No.
But
Are you sure you're not Jewish?
I had a
That's so
Jewish
funny.
foster father for 3 years, Ken Lazarus. What's up? Shout out,
a
Mazel
face
tov.
shield.
Damn,
could,
Damn.
Face shield could. I mean, I'm with Liza, but I also speak to a lot of young people, and they're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go out." I mean, I know I'm not gonna get sick and die. They people who are below like 30 really don't see this as any major risk to their health.
The scientists that helped consult on the movie Contagion, which is seen as like the most true movie to something like this, they asked them what they never saw coming, and they said they never saw coming people like arguing over the virus or fighting back or being like, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want. They were like, no one thought that would happen.
Yeah.
People are doing it. They really are. There was this woman in, I think that Harrison is right. It was TJ Maxx or something. They start fighting with the customer, physical fight, because the manager told her to leave if she's not going to put a face mask, and she refused. And there was an interview with her afterwards, and she says, my liberties that are, it's just like total ignorance.
I want all their children to get kidnapped, and then they'll have something to really worry about.
The mask is not for you to protect you, it's to protect others. But she otherwise looked normal person. She was just totally
it's hard. I wore a mask. I went to Job Lots, not bragging, up in Poughkeepsie, again, not bragging. And I had a mask on for an hour and I got a headache. It's not easy. I mean, and here comes the fat jokes, where the gay jokes with Harrison so ensue with the fat jokes. But I got a headache. Breathing your own hot air back in for an hour sucks.
A lot of people complain that they can't wear the mask because they're choking.
And the cashier, this is another thing too. They add on 2% to every. They add on 2% to every bill at Job Lots, and it's for the employees.
Really?
I haven't heard of that. That's wild. I haven't heard any of that.
I haven't heard of that either.
And it's like, I look, I appreciate you doing your job. I don't have a fucking job.
Right.
And you're asking me, I mean, she was nice. And I was like, okay, let's see what it is. But if you're spending $800 at Job Lots, which you're just garbage if you do, which I am, you should, I mean, that's 2% is, I mean, it's like, I'm going to give you that much money. What the fuck, And it's just a weird thing.
I wonder if that's even legal. I guess if they're doing it, they checked it out, but it sounds.
I mean, if they were giving it
like it's illegal, it's got to be. You want to contribute, okay, but to make you pay the.
No, they didn't make you. They didn't make you. It was definitely. But it's like when you pull up to the thing at CVS. Would you like to give to the children who are dying? It's like, no, but yeah, I guess. Because there's 5 people behind me, and if I'm what the fuck?
You say no.
You goddamn right, I say no.
I know, you're pretending like you're playing games. You say no.
Well, I have given it. Like when, like at the, I always give if it's soldiers. Like if I'm at the airport and this is going, and they're like, "We're gonna, all right, yeah, take it." You know what I mean? But it's a weird place. It's like homeless guys that wait outside the ATM. It's like, you cocksucker, it's 12 at night. I'm going to get fucking $80 in cash to go to a diner, and you're waiting out front because I have money, and I'm going to give you a 20. Go fuck yourself.
It's smarter than the guys who wait outside the 7-Eleven. At least the ATM people might have something to give you. The 7-Eleven, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Well, 25% and 2% is different. Because Rob, you ain't got to give them a whole 20 off of 80. That's too much.
No, it's 2%. 2%.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 2%. Cool. But listen, here's the deal. I would love to give it to you, but you put me in a weird position.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't have a fucking job.
The system is broken.
There you go, Trey. That's right. Talk about it.
You shouldn't have to pay them, but everyone should be getting paid a living wage and have hazard pay. Like, it shouldn't be up to the consumers, but it is, because we have a fucked up system.
Yeah, like the government should be giving them. I don't have the fucking money. You got a place that can print this shit. I mean, give the lady some extra cash. What the fuck am I paying for? I don't have a fucking job. You know what I mean? I got a 6-year-old. I'm at Job Lots, you motherfucker. This isn't Macy's.
Yeah. Do you think
I just bought walnuts for fucking $1.99?
Yeah, it is funny. I applied for unemployment today through SAG. Yeah, so it's real.
Has anybody know how long? SAG. Do you know how long the wait is for that, Derrick?
It depends. Some people got it faster, and then some people have issues or they miss a call. Like, it's kind of, some people haven't been talked to in a month, and then some of my friends got it right away.
Okay.
Wow.
I got the stimulus check, so I guess that's a good thing.
I
How
got
much
one
did
too. So yeah.
Daniel, what is it? 12? What is it? 1,200? What
Yeah,
Well,
1,200.
So can I just say to Liza's point, I think the reason they didn't see it coming is because the virus isn't clearly deadly enough. It's not like in Contagion, it was fucking deadly. So everybody just dropping dead. Nobody's fucking with that. But this thing,
Yeah, the recovery rate's too high.
it's not clear. Like I can show you this. Like this is just the most recent stat. Like and then so where is it? In New York, this is from the day before yesterday. This is the chart. And like 18 to 44 total deaths out of these, and we've had, you know, thousands of deaths, 625 total deaths, only 19 are known to have no underlying conditions.
Wow.
So when you hear a stat like that, you're like, well, I don't really
But
think
it's also, those are numbers with everyone quarantining and sitting at home. So the reason the numbers are even as low as they are is because people are sheltering and not leaving.
No, that's
So if
no,
people
no.
were out and about, who knows what it would be?
No, they would all be higher. So maybe there'd be 50 with no known underlying conditions if it went to full Sweden.
I see what you're saying.
But it's still a minor percentage of the deaths is healthy people, and that's up to 44. Healthy people under 30 is like very, very, very few people are dying. So people that in that cohort don't want to stay home. And look, you look at Sweden, and by the way, and just so you know, Liza, I'm with you. I'm one of the I support the lockdowns, but in Sweden, they haven't even locked down, and their stats are not significantly different from ours. And Japan.
Oh no, that's not true though. The stats in Sweden are significantly worse than their two neighboring countries.
They're not significantly worse than ours. And Japan hasn't locked down at all, and they have like 1/10 the deaths that we have.
Yeah, but Japan is doing all of the are doing the contact tracing.
No, they're not. They're not doing contact tracing and not doing lockdown. All they're doing is wearing masks and being responsible in their behavior. That's all they're doing in Japan.
Wow.
It's amazing. And they're older than we are. And they're older than we are.
No, can I ask something?
And they're dense. They have a train.
But they're wearing their masks.
No,
they're wearing their masks.
No, can I ask something?
Yeah, but they're not locked down. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at Job Lots. I was at Home Depot.
What is Job Lots? You keep talking about Job Lots. What is that?
It doesn't matter. It's just a wall. It's a shitty store. But
I'm
I'm
at Home Depot. What is it?
No, I was.
It's a
Let me just,
discount
it doesn't
store.
matter. Don't go off on a fucking tangent. All right, relax.
I just want to know what it is.
I know, but you're stoned, and you will go down a fucking Job Lot trail. Listen,
Job Lots.
I was at a bunch of different stores this weekend. Home Depot, everywhere, and I'm like, why? I wasn't. Why did they find a safe way to open and have all these people come in? Why is lumber? Why is, fucking cheap walnuts in a fucking above ground pool essential? I mean, why isn't your restaurant essential? Why is comedy not? Why can't you find a safe way to open up?
Okay.
Why did they find one? They're not smarter than you. They're not. I would think that you, as a smaller business, would be safer than a huge conglomerate.
Yeah, but that room, we're sitting really dense and then laughing.
But he actually said we could sit them farther apart. He could buy the face masks for a couple bucks and maybe figure out a way how to do it. But we're not even it's like, fuck you, stay at home. And and people are dying. So all of us can stay in our room and collect unemployment and fucking eat and get high and have fun and do Instagram. But most of the people are dying on a fucking vine, and they work 20 years for a business, and it's all going to shit, and they'll never recover. Cafe Reggio's is going to close. It's been there as long as all of us have been in the fucking room.
Why do you think so?
Because they might not make it through this fucking thing.
Let me answer if you want to hear my. First of all, let me just show for Harrison's sake, because he went to Harvard. I know he doesn't believe anybody, but this.
I don't think he went to Harvard.
He says he went to Harvard. I actually don't believe. But anyway,
he says he's not gay.
Says he's straight and said he went to Harvard. So this is. This is the.
Can I just do from here? Is this Is this a better shot if I just do the rest of the?
Oh, big up yourself,
I get you a Photoshop and a printer. Anyway, listen.
Jackass.
This joke cost me $250,000. No, let me do
Harrison, how often do people question this that you have to have it right next to you? Like
it over my desk.
I'd have to go rummaging. I'd have to go rummaging for my law school diploma. You have it sitting right next to your chair.
I have it hanging over my desk. It's very easy to pull it down.
Me thinks the heterosexual does protest. Anyway, so
what does Harvard have to do with gay?
I don't know. Listen, this is the chart.
Dildo off of a shelf.
Harrison, please.
We're over here. No,
Harrison, listen. Harrison, this is for you. Sit down.
He went to get a dildo. Relax.
I just wanted to make you happy.
Look how powerful this is.
Yeah.
This
This thing is very floppy.
Oh God.
Oh my God. That matches your background.
I know. What's gayer, that I have it or that it matches the backpack in the background?
Jesus Christ, Harrison. If what I'm reading you correctly, you think you might as well come out before you die. Don't worry, you're not
distracted doing comedy.
Listen, this is did Liza quit? Oh no, she's
just staring at her phone.
No, listen. So this is deaths per million. This is really striking. Okay, England is the highest here. This is May 14th. England is 480 per million. We're at 280 per million. Germany. Look at Japan. Japan is like this, and they have not even locked down. They have not even locked down.
They're wearing their masks.
But I'm saying that's right. But what does that tell us? Now, if that tells us what it looks like it tells us, that means that Robert's right. We should open up, make everything.
Yes, but we have to wear masks.
With things.
They said if 80% of Americans wore their masks all the time, this would be like close to non-existent.
Yes.
That's what they said about AIDS, and nobody listened.
Look at my balcony. No one wears masks. So this idea of safely opening up, we're a country of dildo heads. Like no one's gonna actually do it. No
but Liza, what if I were to open the Comedy Cellar and require?
Don't do it, Harrison.
Everybody has.
Come on.
Everybody has to wear a mask.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you then make the food and drink zero?
If I had to, or get a straw, not a plastic straw. I don't want to offend you, but a straw of some kind, and then we'll you know.
Why is that going to offend her?
Because we're not supposed to use plastic straws anymore. You know.
How is it to laugh with a mask? I haven't even had a laugh with a mask.
Well, in Asia,
that's a good question.
It could be very uncomfortable.
Yeah. I think that is better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Said something that I thought
Harrison won't even notice the difference.
That was good.
I feel like I'm on Taxi.
It's a lot of bickering going on.
I'm with you, Robert. I think we should. I mean, I've said this a million times there, but I think if I was in charge, I would have everybody wear a mask. Everybody wear a mask, and then I would open everything up and see what happens and monitor it very closely. We're already now testing. You know that we're testing fewer than half the people that we have the capacity to test now on a daily basis. They have the capacity to test 400,000 people a day, I think, and we're only testing 200,000 people.
Why though? Why?
Because people who are not sick or not, people not that interested in getting tested. They kind of feel they know whether they have it.
They won't test people.
No, that's changed. Now they're trying to encourage people to go get tested, and they don't want to get tested.
Because the testing is a fucking nightmare too. They stick a Q-tip up your nose down into your fucking trachea.
Yeah.
You know, they don't make it look very appealing.
It's not, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
But can't they do blood tests yet? Can they prick your finger or something?
No, but I'm getting an antibody test.
They do. If you go to a doctor for whatever, my son went and they took a blood sample to test and to see if he has the antibodies.
For the antibodies.
I went into New York yesterday.
Are you crazy?
No, I haven't. Look, man, I drove into that city for the last 6 years, 3 to 5 nights a week. I lived in that city for half of my life. I drove in and I drove around and it was creepy, man. It was fucking, I mean, it was creepy. It was a weird vibe. People were wearing masks. People were at a bus stop. Everybody's wearing a mask, and then there was a group of people not wearing a mask. It's like,
yeah,
what the, like I think that if you go to a certain place, like you have to wear a shirt and a fucking pair of shoes, you have to wear a mask or you don't get in.
Yeah, but then people say, well, our rights and it's a military state and they're Nazis.
Yeah, but
people just go off when you tell them to wear a mask.
You have to wear shoes. You have to wear shoes. You have to wear a shirt when you go in. It's the same shit. Right now, you have to wear a mask. It's attire. Okay.
Because you're free in the US, and because in Asia maybe they are more hardcore, the police, or I don't know.
Doesn't feel free.
No, I mean I've seen interviews where people just losing their mind because they are told to wear a mask.
They're fucking idiots. We shouldn't have to bend to idiots.
Yeah, but they are among us, Lisa.
But I think
they're among us. We can't help it.
I'm trying to find the graphic. There's a graphic comparing our curves to the rest of the countries. Dr. Fauci said something that I thought was very easy to understand and important, which was if the curve is, if the number of cases is going up, reopening the country does not make the curve go down. We're the only country that hasn't flattened the curve. There's a lot. The other countries that are opening up are on the downswing. Our number of cases, if you don't include New York, are continuing to go up. Reopening the country does not make it go down.
Now Florida's going up, right? Is certain parts of Florida going up now? No.
There are certain states that aren't reporting their numbers super well, like Nebraska is refusing to release their numbers. Florida is interfering with the medical examiner's ability to release the numbers. So we don't have fantastic numbers on some of those states. Georgia, though, which we opened the earliest, had a giant upshoot in cases. The point is when you reopen, the numbers don't go down. Reopening doesn't make cases drop, it makes them go up. So if the cases are still going up, what's the point of reopening? You're not going to make them go down.
Harrison. The numbers are not. I mean, obviously, the point at first was to bend the curve and to play for time in case one of these therapies worked out. Now, we're looking at a year before a vaccine, so we are trying to approach a kind of herd immunity. And the way we do that is by having the people who are least likely to succumb to this, to die, go out and go about their lives, while the people who are high risk and older and whatever it is, try to keep a low profile for a while. As we get to 30-40% of people having had this, the chances of catching it drop drastically. As a matter of fact, there are
hold on. You're talking about R naught, though. Aren't you talking about the R naught of the disease?
There are some people who believe, well, Liza was right. There's some people who believe that just masks alone would lower the R naught below 1. But there are also some people who believe that herd immunity, which means that the R naught goes below 1, can be achieved at around 35-40%, because the people who have the most contacts are the first people to get it. So obviously cases are going to go up when we come back to life. The question is, can we let it go up at a pace that the medical system can handle, and which minimizes the people who die from this? It doesn't matter if somebody gets it, sits in bed for a week like the flu, and then is okay. What we're worried about is people dying. And don't forget, we killed like a third of the people that died were in nursing homes because we stupidly sent people who were sick into these nursing homes. Like, if you take that away, we're way ahead of England, you know? So what are you going to do? Stay home for a year? I mean, that's not going to happen.
That's right. But the 2 new studies just came out, one of them from New York Presbyterian, that the R naught might actually be higher than expected. It might be 5 or 6, which means in order to get herd immunity, you need about 80% of the people to have antibodies, which if you extrapolate that 80%, the number of deaths that would be required.
No, that's not what that means. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's a higher herd immunity. It means that the herd immunity comes faster because it spreads faster.
No, it's a number that has to do with the infectiveness of the disease, how fast it spreads.
I understand what that is, but herd immunity is not
the more infectious a disease is, the more herd immunity you need.
Harrison.
Yeah, I can find the study.
Harrison, before you do that, can you do a magic trick for us?
Yeah.
You disappear.
Let's do a magic trick. Something fun.
Let's see you pull a dildo out of a hat.
Yeah.
Pull a dildo out of this backpack.
Let's see you pull a rabbit vibrator out of your ass.
Harrison, can I stop for 1 second? Before you just enthrall us with more stats, because that's what comedy lives and pie charts.
Is that what I sound like, Robert? Because now I get it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, poor fucking. I mean, Daniel. I mean, I don't know what's happening. His facial expression hasn't changed since we started. But
Oh, yeah, I'm
Derrick
having
and yeah, you having fun? Good. Okay. Why do you have? Why do you have a huge pink dildo, a purple dildo in a bag? Is that what? Why?
For a magic trick.
Why?
What is the magic trick?
It's a long story, but
it's a long dick. You need to explain it.
I do a bit of my act about the reason I can't own a dog in New York is because
Did you fuck it with a purple dildo?
I don't know what to do with it when it dies, so
Right?
you can't bury it. There's a sidewalk in the street outside. You can't flush it. It's too big. You can't put it down the chute. That's suspicious. So I called my dad. I was like, what do you do with a dead dog? He's like, really, this question again? He's like, take it to a veterinarian. It's like the nearest veterinarian is like 20 blocks from my apartment. So you want to put a dead dog in a backpack and get on the subway for 4 stops? That sign, if you see something, say something. Dead dog in a backpack. That's definitely a something. Like you see a paw sticking out of a JanSport, you call somebody.
Get to the dildo.
If you're gonna have a dead dog in a backpack, put random things in the backpack. This way, on the off chance you get mugged, you ruin that mugger's life, right? He's like, give me your backpack. You're like, no. He unzips it. There's a dead dog, a dildo, and the ace of spades.
Not if it's Rick Chrome. He'd be happy with one of those.
Harrison,
No.
can you in the chat, can you send me a link to that study you're talking about? Because I don't like to give misinformation on this show. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Harrison,
I can find it out.
send me a link to that purple dildo when you after the
I got it in Las Vegas, which was
different
a whole journey.
All right, so let's talk about this.
Is anyone
So-
watching Drag Race?
yeah. This, yeah. Tell us what's going on in Drag Race.
It's the top. Well, it was the top 4, but now it's the top 3 because one of the queens committed some crimes and she can't.
What kind of crimes?
She was
Catfishing, right?
telling people that she was a casting agent and tricking people into sending really dirty videos.
Really?
So
Oh,
like
wow.
catfishing, casting couch type stuff.
No shit. So you can't do that anymore?
No. Yeah, you got to change your screen name, Bobby.
Big Bobby producers got to go.
But the queens are so good this year.
Really?
I also finished Dead to Me and The Americans yesterday.
Dead to Me is great. It's a great show. Dead to Me is really good.
You know, drag queens, remember Stingy Lulus?
I'm too young, maybe, or what?
Maybe. No, do you remember Stingy Lulus?
No, I don't remember
It was
that.
a 24-hour diner in the East Village, and it had the waitresses were all drag queens, and it was the fucking best. They had great food, and then all drag queens would come over and talk to you and hang out, and they were the fucking best. Some of them were kind of hot, the Filipinos. But yeah, remember East Village was fucking awesome. Remember how everything was 24 hours, coffee shops were open all night. Now it's shit closes.
Yeah, there are still 24 hours things.
Like what? But I remember we used to go to 24-hour underground nightclubs, like right around the West Village, like stay someone's apartment. They'd get a bar, hire a bartender, get a bunch of booze, and they'd have
You
like a
don't
little
think
DJ.
young hip people are doing that?
I don't know. I'm asking.
They
We're
do.
not young or hip. I don't know.
I don't
We're
like
not
that you.
hip.
I don't, Lisa. Don't become a victim. I'm just asking questions. You
Who
don't think
became a
we're
victim?
doing that? I'm kidding. It was a joke. That was a joke.
I have been catching my girlfriend up on Drag Race. We started from season 4. I know this is not helping my case, but I gotta tell you, if you're
Oh,
watch
God,
during
Harrison.
quarantine, Drag Race is fantastic.
It's so fun. They're so funny
Use
and
my
neat and good
vocabulary.
at what they do. It's awesome.
Yeah,
We should quiz Bobby. Do you think sickening is good or bad?
Sickening.
Yeah.
Sickening is a good thing.
Yes. What about gagging? Is that a good thing
Gagging?
to be gagged?
To be gagged. Gagging's always good.
There you
What
go.
about
Yeah.
shady boots?
Shady boots.
Yeah.
That's not good. Shady
What
boots
about
no good.
fishy? What about fit? What is if somebody's real fishy?
Fishy? No.
No, it's
That's
actually good. It's actually
Is
good.
it?
It means
Why?
you look like a girl. It means you look like a girl.
Which if you're a drag
Oh,
queen, you want
fishy.
to look real fishy.
Oh, really? Fishy. You don't want to smell fishy if you're a girl.
No.
That's where it comes from.
Oh, does it? I've had a couple of those scallops down back in Boston. Daniel, at any point you could like fake a smile, cry, anything you need to do.
Internally, there's lots
Besides
of jokes.
stand-up comedy, what are you guys excited to do? Like what are the things you're missing? the most?
Cellar. Cellar.
Besides comedy.
Besides. I'm mall. Walk through a mall. I want to walk through a mall and just go into stores and not buy something and make the guy tell me about something for an hour like I'm gonna buy it, and then go, all right, I gotta go ask my wife, and then just leave and try on a bunch of shoes that I'm not gonna buy and go, oh, these
you
don't
enjoy
fit.
a good food court? Because you definitely look like you enjoy a good food court.
You kind of forced that fat joke. But listen,
no, it wasn't. It was a real question.
I don't like food courts. I don't, unless there's a Chick-fil-A.
You not like the tray, the pressure of the tray.
Oh, the tray and the choices.
I get anxiety with those women who are sitting there with that bourbon chicken. It's all bourbon chicken.
Do you think the samples are done? Do you think now that Corona is, that people are going to be less likely to give you the little toothpicks?
Did you ever see the one where Jessica Kirsten did a video and she walks up to the lady with the thing and she just took the whole bucket of fucking bourbon chicken and walked away? That made me laugh. Now I like a nice restaurant. I like a nice steak. If you're gonna go to the mall, I like to go to that whatever Cheesecake Factory, Stanley and Morgan's. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
That's right. Go hard, man.
Morgan and Stanley's. I think you're just trying. There's a name of a bank, Morgan Stanley.
I don't know what it is. There's, they always have like this,
right?
Huh?
Yeah.
They always have like a couple okay restaurants in the mall. I like to go there. Like when I'm on the road, I'll walk around the mall like an old fucking dude. Then I'll go to one of those restaurants and order like a dinner at like 3:30.
What about a good mall movie theater? When I'm on the road, like a movie theater with like room and a big bucket of popcorn. It's the best.
I'm a Dave & Buster's girl. When I perform at the malls, I like Dave & Buster's.
I'm a big fan of Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's the shit.
I won this at Dave & Buster's.
No, a rainbow poop.
Poop emoji unicorn. I had to purchase a baby seat, car seat bag at the counter to check this. It wouldn't fit on the plane.
That's 3,500 tickets right there.
More.
Is it?
Are you back
What's
in
your
New York?
game? Where are you getting the tickets from?
I'm in LA. No, what do you mean? I have a card right now with over 6,000 points.
Oh shit! Big
I
up
love
yourself.
Dave & Buster's.
I'm
in LA, Estee.
We have a ghetto one near us. It's called Sport Time, and it's like a little ghetto Dave & Buster's.
Is it next to the job lots or whatever?
Sport Time.
It's a little before that, but it's Dave & Buster's except ghetto. And I went up to the guy and I go, listen, what game gives you the most tickets? And he looked around and he went, the one with the hammer where he walked over, he goes, just touch it light. 500 tickets, boom, 500 tickets, boom. It was the best.
It's embarrassing. I saw this on Instagram. Everything. I'm like, I know you had Pancake Sunday. They were fucking keto. I just know everything you're doing.
Yes,
I
keto,
saw you win
Sunday.
those games.
Yeah, I did. Well, Max. So Max won it because I'm too fucking heavy-handed. I couldn't get the light touch, but Max would just hit it light, and it would go up. 500 tickets.
Harrison could hit a light too.
Oh, put that. Hey, Matt, I'll give you $1,000. You go hang on the wall. No, go hang that guitar on the wall in the back.
Can't hang it on the wall. It's a green screen.
I know it was a joke. Anyways, it was a bad joke. I was reaching.
Can I just say Harrison was right about his study, but it says it's a minority view. It's not. I doubt it. Doesn't seem right.
We still don't know what the R naught is yet.
No, but we do know. We do have enough information about some other countries to understand.
I heard something.
Is it worth the risk of millions of lives? That's the question.
I heard something that freaked me out. This is what really made me go, I think I might just stay home until this is done. That the spit stays in the air for 8 minutes.
No, you don't have to worry about that.
I heard that.
That is not true, and you do not have to worry about it.
Okay, how long does the spit stay in the air?
It's gravity.
Yeah.
So imagine if you spit a ball out of your mouth, how long would it take the ball to hit the floor?
Why is everything sexual with you? I mean,
First of all, Robert, you're not supposed to
This guy.
spit the balls out. So to be clear, but if you imagine the gravity of that, like it would go down to the floor pretty quickly.
But Harrison, what about people spray? What about the mist? What about
No,
all
they
that
can
shit?
spray it at you. That's why you're wearing a mask to prevent that spray. It's mostly to
No,
prevent.
Harrison, they found it in the air in aerosol.
Come on, guys. We were
Much
talking about
farther than
Dave
that.
& Buster's.
That's right.
No, Liza, you got to go back and forth. That's the only way we get through this because it's a good flow. I'm going to Daniel next. Be prepared. I want to hear about your childhood. What's going on with you, kid? You're next.
Harrison, I know how long it takes something to hit the ground. We all do, right? Look at this. Wait, sorry, make it full screen so you can see it.
Oh, yeah, usually this is somebody coughing onto like a surface. That's all. It's a whole different ballgame when it's on a surface.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Going down.
Yeah, that's not lasting in the air for 8 minutes.
No, but it's not going down like a rubber ball either.
No, of course. I was just trying to give him an example because he couldn't even do 2% of $800.
Look. Just hanging out in the air. Look at that.
And now it's gone. It's not 8 minutes.
It's not gone. You think it's gone?
That's wild. Is I was fucking gross before this. I never washed my hands before dinner. I never wiped down the hotel knobs. Like I didn't do anything, and I can't believe it. I can't even imagine. I will never shake a hand again.
Yeah, I'm done shaking hands.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Did you guys enjoy the handshaking?
No,
Daniel, I'm sorry I don't know where are you from again? Let me know.
Norway.
Norway, and you guys don't shake hands there?
Again, very sparsely. We don't touch a lot. There's not a lot of hugging.
They're very cold people.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's weird.
You guys like order.
Yeah, I don't know why touching is not a Norwegian thing, but there's always a distance when you talk. Like I never hug women when I see them, and I can see that American girls find it kind of strange. But
they think you're being rude.
Yeah, they always lean out like I'm about to go in for the hug, but I never give into it.
It's a weird thing too because guys hug. We hug now too with that little what's up? We slap each other in the back. I don't know where. I know that the handshake, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will know because you'll love to. The handshake came from it was a Greek thing where it was you were trying to show them that you didn't have a weapon in your hand.
That's right. And the French and the Italian kiss. They kiss, Daniel.
Oh, yeah. No. Maybe that's why Italy was so bad. I don't know.
One.
You what, buddy?
I'm not buying the Greek explanation because you have two hands. Anyway, listen, Harrison, the droplets when they become smaller than 5 micrometers, so that's a measurement you're familiar with. It can stay suspended for about a half an hour.
There you go.
Half an hour.
So spit can stay in the air for a half an hour.
30 minutes. Damn.
Micrometers, micrometers. I don't know.
What's the point of social distancing then? Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Well, if you're wearing a mask and you're cleaning your hands and you're social distancing, you understand before this, you'd go to a corner in front of the Fat Black Pussycat and there'd be 10 people standing right here. There'd be people in the line. Everybody's in the club.
And we're all just like smoking a joint with 4, 5, 6 people.
Yeah.
Smoking a joint, spitting.
Cycles are huge.
That builds your immunity.
Yeah, and
Noam started little kids when they play in the playground, and the mother sterilizes every little thing the child does. That child is not doing as well as the other one that eats the sand in the play box. It's natural. It's not a joke. It's true. You cannot completely sanitize your life.
You can't. You need those bacteria
exactly
to make you
dirty
immune of the shit. You need to be dirty. You need to do some dirty shit that you are immune. I mean, you need to eat some butt, Harrison.
I mean, don't be dirty, but don't be fanatically sanitizing everything.
Yeah, because then your immune system is going to be very weak.
Right. There's nothing to fight, and if you don't use it, you lose it, right, Harrison?
Oh no!
That's true.
No, I was just looking up the thing because the thing about the aerosol.
It's you and Noam just looking stuff up while we are having a conversation.
We're just trying so hard to move it away from.
No, let's talk about other stuff. Sorry.
Yes, let's talk about something else.
I have all sorts of virtual backgrounds. I don't know if you've been playing with them, but we got Toy Story. We got Passion of the Christ. Is that nice? That's a good one.
That's my God. I'd prefer you to leave him alone. But
all right, we'll do Schindler's List. Is that better?
That's dark.
Schindler's List. Okay, you can go that route. Do that if you can.
We do Cats. Is that the worst one?
We figured you'd get down that road at one point. You'd get to a musical.
Do Seinfeld. Do Space.
Ooh. No, I'm kidding.
Harrison shared.
He just released a new special.
Who? Mark Norman. He did. Mark Norman just released a new special.
That's right.
That's great.
The trailer was really funny too.
Hey Daniel,
Mhm.
Daniel, are you? I gotta hang out with you more, Daniel. You're riveting.
Yeah, it'd be a
No, I'm
good
serious.
time.
I'm serious. We need to hang out. I want to. When this is all over, me and you are going to dinner. That's all I'm saying. I need to be around you for a couple hours. I want to hang out with you.
Oh, sounds good, man.
All the people I hang out with just yammer, yap, and blah, 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 blah. And I want to be around somebody who's going to listen and force me to listen. Quite frankly,
Yeah, I let you do all the talking.
No, I want you to talk. It's I want you to talk right now. I want you to talk. Where are you? Are you with anybody? And is your family here? Do you have anybody?
No, I'm here on my own, but I have a roomie here. So I see him a few times a day.
Buddy, so you got I mean that breaks my heart, dude. You got nobody here. You're by yourself. You got a roommate that you're not even really friends with.
No, me and him, we really get along. But
you get along?
Yeah. I mean, all of your family lives here in New York, or?
No, but I have a wife and a kid that I'm with, and we're up here up in the Westchester. So I got a yard, and we can walk around the block, and our neighbors are around and shit. So it's not as being in an apartment in a box all day, or that type of. You want to come up for dinner or something? You wear a mask. We'll do a barbecue outside 6 feet away.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, man. I bring some Norwegian things.
All right, you bring some Norwegian stuff.
Exercise.
I had a barbecue last week, by the way.
You didn't
I had
invite
friends
me.
over.
You had what last week?
I had a cigar barbecue. No, I'll invite you if you want to come. You want to smoke a cigar?
No, I want to be invited.
How many people did you invite?
That's so funny. That's so funny. Noam doesn't want to come. He just wants the invite. That's such a
Yeah, how many
common
people did you
thing.
invite?
How many
17.
people?
Whoa.
17. No, I'm kidding. I invited 4 people. And I set up my table. We sat 6 feet apart. I had plastic cups, plastic everything. Everybody had their own little thing. And I had steaks and cigars.
Nice.
No, it's not boring. If it's boring, what do you want? I can't hear you. Thank God. God, shut your mic
It's an
off.
accident. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's not an accident. I'm sorry we're not bringing up a pie chart. Listen, Falky or Fauci, whatever your name is. So yeah, we had people over, and it was nice. For an hour, I think it was 2 hours max. We talked, we hung out, we socialized. There was one point where a guy blew his nose, and we all froze. We were like, "What are you fucking doing?" And he was like, "Oh shit,
Did you
sorry."
stay like 6 feet apart?
Yeah, 6 feet apart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm in
Nobody
a
touched,
500
nobody hugged.
square foot apartment, so I knew it was getting bad when I started looking up the square footage of Anne Frank. I got 50 square feet on her.
I have a balcony, so it's been really nice, but I've been nosy. Like there's a man with flowers. There's a guy. I'm paying attention to everyone's comings and goings.
If I had a balcony and I was in New York City single, I would be naked every day.
Yeah.
I would be naked, and I would just let everybody just have a nice little, and at certain times though, I do it at like 5:58, just so they know
okay.
it's so we gotta go. Where are we going? He's
They
getting
would
naked.
clap
He's getting
for
naked.
you, and then they'll clap for the nurses.
Robert, how's the homeschooling going?
Awesome. Listen, I love the teachers. They love him. They're great. Max is learning so much. That's Max. Max is learning so much. He is today he woke up, did his work in like 45 minutes. He's reading. He was over my shoulder the other day, and he started reading my text. I'm like, what? He's reading my text messages. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. I had to teach him personal space. Like you can't just read people's text messages. There's something about him waking up. Like this morning, he woke up bummed out, school. I said, what do you need? I go, what do you need to change everything to get you back? He goes, I need 5 minutes on my iPad, and I want to go back to bed for a little bit. I go back to bed for 15 minutes, and then I'll give you 10 minutes on your iPad. He goes, yeah. Went back, boom, home, everything, all the schoolwork done, 45 minutes. The anxiety's gone. The pressure, the go here, do this, sit down, don't talk, shut up. You can't do that. They have to treat every kid the same exact way. I can relieve the anxiety out of my kid's schoolwork by just saying, take a break. The other day, he was all stressed out about the math. I go, dude, just take a break. Just go chill for 10 minutes. He was okay, because you don't get that in school. Came back, wailed it out. I don't know. I could be wrong. I just think not every kid's the same.
Working, so
How old is he? 18?
No, he's 17. But the thing is, Harrison.
Oh, thank God he's taken after his dad.
Well, he's taken after his mom. She's from Norway. But the thing is,
Daniel smiled.
I got him to
All right,
smile.
we broke up. We did it.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast.
Daniel should be in every chat as a barometer. I'm having a great time. So yeah, I think school. How are your kids doing? Now you have 3 kids. How are they? Must be all handling this differently, or is it the same?
Well, the baby doesn't. He's going to be 3 next week. He doesn't know, but I mean, homeschooling it's been, it's been a burden. It's been a burden. They are learning more, I think, than they would be learning in school.
That weird.
Yeah, but I have Manny doing all. Do your teachers send home assignments and then optional assignments?
Yes. Ouch.
Yes. Yeah, he gets a thing on the iPad and the computer. So he has to, and then there's optional reading. Yeah.
Yeah. So Manny gets it. So they've been sending home, and I had the teacher, because I want him to do as much as he can. So I had the teacher take out the word optional, so he doesn't know that it's optional. He does an optional writing assignment every day and an optional reading assignment. And he does 3 optional assignments every day. So but he's learning a lot. I mean, he's reading really well, and he's writing way better. And
yeah,
he's doing multiplication tables. We're doing multiplication tables.
That's great. That's crazy. Here's what's nuts to me is my kids on an iPad writing. I mean, we had paper and pen and cursive and erasers and sharpen. Can I sharpen my pencil? Now he's on an iPad and he's just hitting back and it just erases the shit. I mean,
we're not doing that.
What are you doing?
Writing on a pencil and paper. We got an electric pencil sharpener. Zzz.
That's because
Old school, that's right. Traditional.
Yeah, we're doing everything's on the iPad. He's writing on the iPad. His math is on the iPad. He has an iPad pencil. So
it's a good idea.
It's great. What's wrong with it?
Well, because you have to be able to write.
He's writing on the iPad. What are you talking about? It's just like a piece of paper.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing. It's actually better because he has to actually be a little more patient writing his letters, and they have to be a little more precise. But if he does fuck it up, he hits one button, gone. You know what I mean?
Maybe I should try that. That sounds good.
You should get an iPad Pro, the big one. But the thing I'm worried about is these kids, socially. They're all going to wind up, fucked up socially.
They'll be all right.
You think so?
They miss their friends. I have friends and they have a 4-year-old and she has a toy named Pippi, and they have to celebrate Pippi's birthday 5 to 8 times a day.
Wow.
Pippi's birthday, they have to sing to Pippi. They put the plates out. There's a fake cake, and she can't. That's her closest friend now, and so it's
a normal child.
Yeah, that's pretty strange.
What?
It's a normal child.
Yeah, she's so cute.
You're such an asshole, Noam.
I'm just asking, celebrating a 4-year-old celebrating a birthday 4 times a day. I mean,
I don't think she understands the concept.
That sounds
You're as rude as I remember you. So
that sounds like time for Wapner.
I love that.
Oh, come on, Liza. Come on. I'm kidding. I have a 3-year-old. He dressed up in a Trolls dress yesterday. He's a boy.
What?
Lisa, how do you
from Trolls in a
enjoy
dress.
living in LA?
I like it here.
But Noam, did he look fishy?
Better than New
In
York?
that dress?
Guys.
And it's a nice place to be, but the clubs are close. I could have walked. I like walking here. It feels nice right now. I mean, I'm glad to, I was enjoying it.
You are such a New York person. I can't,
Did you really get upset because I made that joke, Liza? Aren't you a comedian?
What?
I can't believe you really got upset about that joke. Anyway.
Who got upset on what? Nobody got upset.
didn't get upset. She's like, "You're just as charming as I remember you." Like, all right.
Nah.
Daniel.
She was being
me.
she was being joking.
No.
Okay.
Benny.
Sorry, guys. I fucked up.
What'd you do?
Why?
I interrupted. I thought she talked to me, so I fucked up the flow.
Oh no.
I was just trying to take part, you know.
You fucked up the flow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, you
Sorry,
didn't.
guys.
You
Keep,
worked?
keep the banter. It was fire.
Oh, really,
Okay for Manny to be hearing this kind of talk?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it.
I don't even
No.
understand what you're saying.
All
Who,
right.
me?
He's not a normal person.
He's from another country. Don't worry about it,
Yeah.
man. None of us
That
understand
Doesn't
him.
make sense to me either.
Maybe it is.
How
I
do
think you might.
homeschool?
I think you're gonna be my new best friend.
Yeah, we'll be a good team, man.
We'd be a
Manny
good
and-
cop,
and-
cop
Manny
team.
and Robert, Max,
Yeah.
Max, Robert kids are really good friends, and they haven't seen each other in months.
I know, but here's the deal. I mean, the summer is going to be shut down, right? Nobody can come over the Dwormans. You're locking the compound down.
I don't
That's
know.
why. That's why I had to go to Job Lots. I had to go get a blow up pool.
Well, even
No,
though, I will tell you this, even though I said that she was really good in the movie, and I agree with her on everything. I know Lisa's very hostile towards me, but I still do agree with her that that caution is the better part of this. And she looks, well, whatever.
Well, this is
There's
what
a
happens.
pool in my building, but I don't know if that's safe or not.
I think the chlorine kills the doesn't it? No,
I hope so. That'd be cool.
doesn't the chlorine? I mean, look, if soap
Yeah.
kills it,
Trump thinks you should put the chlorine in your lungs.
So I don't want to.
But did you see
Oh.
the news that today he said he's been taking the hydrochloroquine for a week and a half?
Every day.
You
Yeah.
think that's true?
One of the side effects, by the way, is a hallucination. So I don't know if as president he's
Wow.
taking a drug that will literally cause him to hallucinate.
I mean, a lot of people take it. I don't know why he's taking it. I've heard, I've
You know
heard a
what?
number of-
I'm gonna throw this. I don't want to. De Blasio said that if people are gonna go to the beach in New York against, before he's gonna put up a fence to keep the people off the beach. Hello? Have I heard something? The fence in Mexico is a tragedy. In middle of New York City, it's okay. It's effective. I knew that you're gonna
well,
react that.
that's not going to keep the Mexicans out either. Oh, hey.
And it's not keeping the New Yorkers off the beach either.
That's right.
I've heard a lot of emergency room doctors say that they're taking hydroxychloroquine also. So I don't know if it's a dosage thing. Obviously, it can kill you, but then all sorts of people, and my mother-in-law takes it every day for other things. I don't know, but I don't know why Trump is
Oh,
taking
no,
it.
it's a
My mom
treatment
takes
for,
it for
for
rheumatoid
certain things.
arthritis.
It's an actual treatment, but the risk that there's been no proven. If anything, it makes it worse because it brings side effects on and has not been connected to any kind of
Well, that study hasn't been peer reviewed, and
results for
that was a high dosage, non-peer reviewed study, but it could be right. But
I'm going to say this again, Harrison. If you don't do a magic trick right now, I'm gonna.
You want to talk about Apple pencils versus real pencils for the next 20 minutes again? We can go back to that. That was riveting.
No, I want you to do a trick. Damn it! I love your magic. You stop getting sensitive. You
Make
little
me
queen.
disappear. Make me disappear.
You know what? I'm gonna make everybody disappear.
There you go.
It's 8:30.
Good
We're gonna
night.
wrap this up. Listen, Harrison, 9:30. Go back to your girlfriend in the other room. Mhm.
She's real.
Uh,
Sure. Definitely in there. You'll never see her, but she's definitely in there for real.
Lisa, it was good seeing you. Your hair looks
you.
beautiful.
Thank
And Daniel, don't forget, we're going out to dinner, my friend.
Oh yeah, I'm down for sure. Let's do it.
Damn
Look how
right.
excited. That's exciting for Dan.
Yeah,
That's like over the moon
have
excitement.
something to look forward to now.
And Derrick, it's good to see you again. Estee, I love you. It's good to see you every night. And Noam, buddy, it's always good to see you. Thanks for putting this together for us so we can get together and laugh and get annoyed at each other. And
I
talk
want
about-
Lisa to apologize
Why?
because she's mean.
Did you just sing your sentence?
Oh wait, I thought the child left the frame. I didn't realize it was the other way around.
Oh my God. No, call me later if it's still bothering you. Everybody watching,
Derrick.
thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everyone.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night,
See you
same
later.
time.
Stay
Same YouTube.
safe.
Bye.